The live is... I'm smoking. I'm smoking. I'm smoking. I think the live is playing with, well, with my Blitzer thing. So yeah, that's what we got. Your first lavender. So lavender, I think lavender, when I keep on pressing the button, like, yeah, he doesn't like the vibration or something like that. Mind you, I turned my Wi-Fi off too. But anyway, we have it now, guys. 3 times lucky. Update to your videos. What? I don't know what's going on here. Lavender, can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I here? Am I really here? Something's going on. No, there's 2 people. Guys, can you guys tell me if you can hear me? I have a feeling that the system keeps on... Oh no, I can see and hear you. Okay, perfect. All right. We're getting a cup of tea off Buddha. I'm having a chai masala. Lavender, do you like tea? Chai masala is like an Indian tea. That's what I thought, Paul. So I literally just finished it and then I did the live. There's too much power coming from the blender. Anyway, that is what we have. So we don't need that anymore. Let's take that away. Make a mess. Pretty much make a mess. We don't need that because I know that I'm on live now. Now, what we need to do is, how about we set this camera up? You love tea? Paul, are you into chai masala? Are you a tea drinker, Paul? All right. Okay. That works. Right, now I can push you up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we need a... Oops. There's a lot of sun going that way. I don't like hot coffee, but I like iced coffee. Okay. I drink lemon and ginger tea with a splash of honey. Go, Paul. That's really good for your immunity, right? Cool. So I'm drinking a chai masala, which is like an Indian spicy, like cinnamon and things, like turmeric and stuff, yeah. Maybe it doesn't have turmeric. Don't know. Don't ask me. Anyway, so can you see these guys here? In my first live this afternoon, because I'm just so special, I have to do 3 lives, right? I showed you that these guys have got... Now, how do we say it again, Paul? Aphids. Aphids. They have aphids on them. Now, you don't want aphids, okay? Just saying. It's not a human thing that you go on them. They go on these vegetables. Don't know why, but they don't go on mixed lettuce. They only go on the Asian greens. So this is the bok choy, your chow boy, bok whatever. I think I have a few different varieties in here. Now, I am not a gardening channel, people. So if you're subscribing because you think I'm doing gardening content, you might be disappointed, okay? So I'd probably say don't subscribe, okay? Isn't that weird? I'm not saying don't subscribe. So I'm Dora, Explorer Dora 80 is my channel, and Dora is my alter ego, my nickname, because I like to explore. I'm mostly carrying a backpack, so I was nicknamed Dora. 80 means I want to go to 80 countries. So I've been to 62 countries, but you know, let's face it, the YouTube world and the sponsors and all that haven't discovered me yet, just saying. So I still have to work, okay? So it's the end of my day, I'm in Australia, I'm in southeast Queensland. I'm in a place called Redcliffe. It is winter, sorry, it's winter here, and I am literally in a t-shirt. It is warm, guys. It's warm, and the sun is setting behind me. It's a lovely winter day here in Australia. And what am I saying? Yeah, so, but, you know, while I'm living at home, I've got to live, and I like to grow fresh mixed lettuce. And why I'm talking about my Asian greens is because I do like to have one planter box of Asian greens. So I can have like an omelette, I do a scrambled eggs because I have chickens running around the backyard. I'll show you them later if you like. And we have lots of tomatoes growing, so you can have an omelette. And we have chili. So I've got the garlic, sorry. If I wanted to make a scrambled eggs, I've got chickens in the backyard, fresh eggs, right? I've got chilies, because we grow chilies. I've got tomatoes, and I've got a bit of green to go in there. What else do we need? That's it. That's all you need for a scrambled egg. And like, I am no cook, okay? Just saying. And if Nicola comes on, she's going to kill me because she's the cook. Well, she's not going to kill me, but like, you know, here I'm sprouting about cooking stuff. You saw what I did when I tried to make the blend. Hey, Heather, how you going? Heather, what I did do, this is my third live this afternoon because I was blending up chicken, oh my God. I wasn't blending up chickens. I was blending up the eggshells. So I'm going to use that to go into the planter boxes. And I'm also going to give them some more nutrients because every 2 weeks you need to give these guys some nutrients because they're not earth. They're not getting any nutrients from the ground. All they're getting is literally, well, actually the nutrients are getting drained because the little seedlings, these little guys, are taking them all. So yeah, I'm just putting it back in. Like I said, I'm no, you know, like gardening channel. If you're looking for gardening tips, check out Heather's Backyard, okay? She's from an island, or she's living in an island. She's like a homesteading channel. She does way more stuff about homesteading. As I said, I am a travel content channel that moonlights in a lot of other things. So yeah, if you're interested in like planting stuff, don't subscribe to me. Subscribe to Heather's channel. But if you're into adventure, because I think this is an adventure, like watching it die and then trying to grow it again and eating it and picking it is my thing, right? So I was just saying that I have some little animals that are eating my Asian greens. They're called aphids because Paul looked it up for me because aphids, I knew it started with A, I just couldn't say it properly. And I could take you off this little thing, but I couldn't be bothered. So what I need to do is I actually need to take this inside and wash them. And then I put, as I said, I don't use chemicals. So I could spray it with bug stuff, but that'd be too easy, right? So I do mash up chili and garlic, and then you put it with water. And this is the tip, guys. You don't put it straight on the plants because then you'll burn your plants, okay? Just saying. I've done that before, okay? So you have to like thin it out. I don't know, I'm looking for the word. Mix it. You're seeping it. You're kind of like seeping the garlic and the ginger, so the garlic and the chili in the water, and then you're only using a bit of the water and then you're putting some more water with it, so it's not fully potent stuff because you will kill your little planties, just saying. So the last time I did this, it worked. Yeah, dilute. Yeah, so that's the word I'm looking for. So I have got some already in my cupboard, but that was probably from a month ago. So if I put it with lots and lots of water and then you spray it on your plants, oh, you put some dishwashing detergent on it too. And obviously, again, I use a dishwashing detergent that's not got the chemicals and all the blah, blah, blah stuff in it. So that way you can spray it on there. That way they stick. And then you've got to spray it again the next day. You got to look after them for the next couple of days. So this is going to be me checking them every afternoon, making sure they're okay. Thankfully, guys, I've only got the one planter box with this. So anyway, we're going to put some, this stuff. Actually, you know what I did read? So, so I'm using eggshells, right? So fish and chip shop gave us them because they're just going to chuck them away. So we're reducing waste. Now we could do so many things with this, right? So Susan, that's sometimes on our channel, or sometimes comes to the chat. She's homesteading, country home. Okay, I can't remember people's channels' names. Okay, guys, but she might come on later. But she's based in the Alps of Victoria. What she does, she doesn't use a blender because she's self-contained, so she uses solar. So blitzing this with power would suck all her power. So she just puts it in a plastic bag and smashes it, right? I have put them in the oven to dry them out for a little bit, maybe 20 minutes, and then I'll put them in the blitzer and blitz them. And then now I'm just gonna put them around, right? High Country Homestead, that's it, yes. Susan, we love Susan. So there's many other things you can do with this, right? So lavender, you know what we can do later? I've got some yogurt. You mix it with yogurt and you put it on your face. So it's like a exfoliator. I'm going to do that later. I'm going to do that, guys. All right, so but what we're going to do though first is we're going to sprinkle some around these little plants, because what I did read is it's also a deterrent for plants, for animals. So see, I'm kind of building, I don't know if you can see that, guys. So you can use it in different ways. You can dig it into the ground, which I'm going to in the lettuces, but I'm kind of building it around. I don't know if you can see this, guys. So I'm kind of, yeah, I'm a bit high, but that's all right. I'm just doing a kind of island around the Asian greens. That is what I'm doing. What I probably should have done first was put my fish nutrients that I got from where I got my seedlings from. So they don't use chemicals. So I buy fish nutrient kind of stuff. They're like pellets. That's what I was looking for. I can speak English, apparently, sometimes. Oh my gosh, guys, I've nearly used half of this already. Okay, so let me show you. So I've just done little islands around here. That's going to help deter, that helps deter slugs. This has not been eaten by slugs. Aphids, I actually don't know what aphids are. I think they're little moths, but they just come and lay on your plants and then they eat them. So that's why I've got to do the chili and garlic and dishwasher spray over it, because this won't help. This is really probably good for slugs. So I probably wasted my time there. So what I will do, nothing's wasted, right? We just, you know, like I said, don't follow me for gardening tips. Follow me for comedy because you know, I'm just making a mess. So now I'm just kind of getting it in the ground. Because again, this has got calcium in it. It's really good for the Asian greens. But while we're there, in here, it looks like poo droppings, but these are fishy pellet things. I should know what it is, right? But I don't. Look, I don't remember details, guys. I'm not a detail-oriented person, okay? If you haven't picked up on that, I'm not detail-oriented, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm digging some of these into the plants to give them some nutrients. Like I said, these have been 2 weeks in the ground or in the planter pots, and they're not in the earth, so they're not getting nutrients from the backyard. I mean, that would say if we had nutrients in the backyard, but you know. So even if they were planted in the backyard, you still got to give them nutrients, right? But even more so when they're like in planter pots. All right, that one's done. We're going to leave this one out because I've got to do the chili thing onto them. So we have many more behind me. So let's just move you around because, you know, you really want to see me in action. Let me take a wire off because we have to protect them from birds and possums, because I did show you. Actually, that's right. The last time we did this, we saw the possum. It's pretty cool. All right. Do I need to go down a bit, guys? Now, what's Heather saying here? I need to get some eggshells. It could be good to keep slugs. It is, that is apparently the key. That is the thing to do, the slugs. But I don't have slugs here, not upstairs. Downstairs there's sometimes snails, but that's not going to help me up here. So, up here, can you see? I don't know what's happened here. That's not looking very good. Now guys, it is winter here, but it's actually quite warm. So I'm sticking my finger in here and it's actually quite damp. So I did water them on Sunday when I was going to do a live. So guys, we're going to pull this out. Remember when I was planting, I overplanted? And this is the reason why I did this, because I'm going to pull this guy out. So for chicken, because it's kind of a bit manky in the end, give that to the chicken. That is for the human. So we're going to have a human pile. Oh no, we'll give that to chickens too. So chickens get the good ones too, right? You know. But actually, this is another thing I've learned. Actually, Heather, you might know about this too. I've been told somewhere that it's actually really good to leave the roots of the plant in there. So we're going to do that, guys. We're just going to pull up the top. If you had, okay, there we go. I'm just going to chuck that to the chickens. I'll eat that. But I'm going to leave the roots in there because it's also got nutrients, right, which will go into the rest of the plants. So that was the older rocket that was there from my previous lot when I neglected to water them for about a month when I was doing all the walking on the beach. And it's okay, actually. So I'm still going to keep that. I'm just going to pick a few bits off because I only made the salads for the first 2 days because I knew I was going to do this live. I was going to do it yesterday afternoon, so I did lie. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lie. It's just that I decided yesterday afternoon that I got home late from work and I just couldn't be bothered. So anyway, chickens don't really like this stuff. Actually, chicks. Let's see, because I think the chicken's about to go to bed. So let's just chuck this down for the chickens, right? Oh, watch this. Chick. Chick. I think they've gone to bed. Chick. Here they come. Chick. Here you go. There's Big Bertha. There you go. The rest of them have all gone to bed. So it is 5:20 p.m. here, and the rest of them gone to bed. But that's Big Bertha. She will not miss a meal. You call, she comes. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that is a permaculture technique. Not technique. The thing to do is to grow plants for yourself to eat, to give back to the earth, and to give it to your chickens. And then to give them to your neighbours too. I mean, I guess to eat is for myself or to give to friends and family. To put it back into the earth, so like bury the scraps, or the chickens will poop and then it'll go back into the earth. And then also to feed your chickens. So it's like win-win, man. All right, so we need to, oh, this is another old one. Okay, so let's do the same with this one. All right. So that's a bit banky. We just give that all to the chickens tomorrow. So they're going to bed, so let's leave them. So this coriander looks okay. That was probably from the previous lot. I'm not going to pull that out. I love coriander. So just going to pull off some bits. The salads. Also love to put that on the omelette that, you know, I was talking about, making an omelette. Put them on top. It's really nice. A bit of coriander on top. Not everyone likes coriander. Who likes coriander? Hey, Boostley, how you going? Hey, Boostley, Lavender was here. I think she's gone. She's gone to do something. She's looking at researching something. So just these little ones down the bottom here. I don't know what's happening, guys. The little plants are they look like they're dying. This is not great. Look, I'm putting my finger underneath. There's water. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're just getting too hot. It has been quite windy too. That's the other thing. So that could be it. No to coriander. You don't like coriander? Not everyone's a fan, hey. All right, well, guys, we are going to, oops, so that, I must have put some, okay. let's put some poop in here. Not poop, it's fish pellets. I probably need to do a bit more watering, guys. Like, maybe I might not water this afternoon. So also, because it is winter, you shouldn't water your plants at the end of the day because it gets cold overnight and your plants freeze. So that's just something that I learnt. Shivers. And look, it has been really windy here the last couple of days, so maybe they've got a bit windburn. Because the soil is moist, so we won't give them any more water this afternoon. But we are definitely going to dig in some nutrients. And we're going to put a bit of the egg stuff to on top. There we go. That's right, it's done. Bob's your uncle. So I'm going to put the cage back on top. Okay, next one. Right, this one's looking healthy. All right, let me just have some tea. So it's 5:25 p.m. here. Boostly saying, nah, I don't like it either. You like mint and basil? Italian herbs. Me too, Boostly. And Asian greens. Asian greens are good. Asian greens are full of lots of green stuff. Chlorophyll? I don't know. I don't know. So we've got coriander, which I know some of you guys don't like. We have parsley. So this is from the previous bunch. I didn't plant this in the last 2 weeks, guys. That's doing really well. This is sorrel. Sorrel is, I've never planted that before. This is the first time. I don't know if it's an Asian thing, sorrel, but when the leaves are young, you can put them in your salads. So I'm going to cut a few of them off, put them in my salads. So we're going to keep them. We're not going to get rid of those ones. They're doing okay. Get some parsley for the salads. More coriander. Yummy coriander. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. I love coriander. So guys, we are going to have some edible flowers soon. I mean, not yet, but soon. Now, some dead bits here of parsley. Let's just chuck them away. And there's some dead bits of the coriander. So let's just get rid of that too. Like, there's no use in watering dead leaves, right? So that's why we just get rid of them. So we're being a really good plant mama, just saying, okay? Because like 2 weeks ago, half of this was dead. Actually, a lot of this was dead. Now this one I think I planted last time. This might have been a new one I planted. It's not looking very good actually, guys. And then here we've got basil, Greek basil. And then at the end we've got, it could be rocket or it could be, I think it's rocket. It's rocket. Okay, it needs some nutrients, right guys? So what you should do is dig a hole first. Just, you know, dig a hole. Get a scoop of your little nutrients or manure, and then you just bury it in there. You don't want to like dig too deep and hurt the roots. So in 2 weeks time, oh gosh, in 2 weeks time I'll put manure. I'll get some manure somewhere. What I could do is collect my chicken poo. As in not my poo, my chicken's poo. Actually, I'll do that. I'm going to collect my chicken poo and keep it for the next 2 weeks. And then we'll dig it in. That's a good idea. So why would I buy manure when I've got my own manure in the backyard, right? All right, that looks all right. Put a little bit of calcium. So we don't get slugs up here. It looks, the only thing that attacks the the herbs and the mixed lettuce is when I don't water them. And yeah, birds, that's why I need a cage over the top, and the possums. So that's why I have to put them on the cage over the top. So anyway, that's that one done. Back over the top. Okay. So how are we today, guys? Anyway, Paul, how many walks did you do today? Is anything exciting? All right, so guys, in here we have edible flour. We have some mixed lettuce. We've got some kale. Kale, chickens love kale. Let's pull a bit of that off. Pull a bit of that off for my salads. Now here's another one of these plants that I'm going to pull off because they're pretty good leaves. Actually, they're pretty, like, I'm being fussy here, guys, okay? I can choose to be fussy because they're my plants and I'm growing more, but that's kind of at the end. Like, I mean, you could keep on growing that if you wanted to. I mean, you could eat that. I'll eat that. But the rest of that, I'm probably, okay, maybe that little one I'll keep. The rest of it I'm going to give to the chickens. So we left the roots in there. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. I don't know what's going on. I think they have got sunburned or they've got windburned, right? I'm just dropping you down with it. I'm so technical here. I've got you're on a tripod. I'm even leading you down a bit so you've got a better angle. God, I'm good. Like a good YouTuber and all. Look at this, guys. That's dead. It is nearly dead. I don't even know if it's going to survive. Sticking my finger in there. The roots are wet. What is going on? It's the wind, guys. It's the wind. Let's push you back up again. It's the wind. The wind got to them. All right, so this is another kale. It's a different variety of kale. There's lots of different kale. I'll show you guys. Not everyone loves kale. Who likes kale? Windburn. Yeah, exactly. It's windburn. Who likes kale? So there's different kales. There's actually another kale that I normally eat too. You did 17,000 steps today. 12 Ks. Go, Paul. How's your weather down there today? So yeah, who likes kale? Kale is great. You know, I have a Sri Lankan girlfriend and she said you can stir fry the kale and it's really tasty. So I've not done that. I'm going to try that though. So I've got another edible flower. I've got, I think, edible flowers there. And at the back here, that looks like one of the new seedlings, right? They look quite healthy. So again, pinch off a few leaves because it helps them grow a bit more. So I pulled off a couple of those. And this one over here, I'm going to pull off. These look really healthy. Take that. All right, so let's give them some nutrients. Might actually need to get some more seedlings, guys. Actually, I do want to get, there's a particular edible flower called Johnny Jump Ups. They're violas. So they're edible, they won't kill you. But like, for example, if I go to a nursery, a lot of the plants, like flowers, you've got to read the back of the tag, and it will say that it's not edible because they use chemicals in that, like bad chemicals. So you don't use those edible flowers, okay? Just saying. So I have to go to particular growers, or I know particular brands of seedlings that don't use chemicals that you can actually eat. Well, I mean, they use chemicals, but they're not like bad chemicals. So yeah, I'm looking for Johnny Jump Ups. So Johnny Jump Ups are so beautiful. Like there's that purples in one flower. They've got purples and yellows. They're just beautiful. So I really love picking them and then putting on my salads or my, you know, my omelette. And just let's face it, they look really pretty in your planter boxes. So yeah. And how are you going, Heather? Hey, Heather, actually, talk about Heather. Heather, I went to send you an email, and for some reason I can't send you an email. So when you go to your email, it says you've got to make sure you're not a robot, right? And then you've got to, you know, like, it's like, you know, where's the bus or whatever. And I did that. So I'm clearly not a robot. And then it just says, it doesn't give me an email address. So I can't send you an email. So could you do me a favor? Could you go to my bio and send me an email? Because I know it's there, because other people have found it. Okay, so that's done. Give it a bit of I don't know if some of these are going to survive because of that wind burn, but that's why I won't water them this afternoon, so they don't get wind burn and then they don't get like too much coldness overnight, because, you know, then we're killing them from every angle, right? All right. So yeah, I'll water them tomorrow morning. These cages are really annoying, guys. I hate them. Oh. Okay. Could I end up stabbing myself on them? This one looks alright, guys. So you know, guys, that when it gets darker, I have to squint more, and I'm like, what are you saying? Hey, Mike, how you going? We've got Mike Adventures Sparks in the house. He's from Minnesota. And Heather's got Strange. I can send you one. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what I'm saying, Heather. I tried quite a few times over a couple of days, and it wouldn't let me access your email. So just saying. So Mike, you've missed these adventures. I've done 3 lives this afternoon, not because I'm special, because I was blitzing eggshells in, oh, it's a bit smoky. I was blitzing eggshells in a blender, and I think the blending interfered with the live. So it took me a couple of times to catch on that was happening. So then I've done a 3rd live, and I've had no problems. Funny that. So this is my little planter box journey. So I like to grow my own vegetables because I know that they're grown for me. There's no chemicals in them. And I am a hypocrite. I do eat other vegetables from, like, you know, growers, which probably have chemicals on them. But I just like, you know, to be able to grow your own plants and food and vegetables that, you know, you put your love and your energy and you've sang to them. Like, I do sing to them sometimes because it's, you know, nice to do. Yes, I'm strange. Cuz lettuce. So yeah, these were grown 2 weeks ago and they're looking really good. This one's, I love this one. So don't ask me what exactly the lettuce is. It's just mixed lettuce, guys, okay? But this one's doing really well. Look how healthy that is. I've got a whole pile now. So I'm probably going to have way more. So I'm going to give it to my neighbours too. Because it is already Tuesday here. So I've only got Wednesday, Thursday. Friday I'm actually not working. at this present moment, so I'll be at home, but I'll still have lunch. I'll still have my salad for lunch. I might give that to the chickens. So, you know, sometimes even if it's pretty, I will give it to the chickens. Now, this was lemon basil. I didn't know that existed. Lemon basil, has anyone heard of that? Yeah, but anyway, apparently there is a lemon basil. I had it. I've killed it. That was from the last lot of vegetables that, yeah, didn't really survive. I thought that maybe if I watered it and gave it some nutrients, it would live. Oh well, it's not. So anyway, we're digging some nutrients in because these are in planter pots and, well, they're not earthed, so they're not going to get any nutrients at all. All they're going to do is take. So we've got to put nutrients back in. So I'm giving them fishy, gutty kind of stuff that I've got from where I get my plants and seedlings from, and I trust them. Look, I know, like, I should know what's in them. I did read the label, but I put it back into here. And I don't have the label anymore, and my memory is not great because I have too much other shit in my head. So, yeah. All right. So why I'm putting eggshells on is it gives them calcium, guys. Calcium from the eggshells. And if I have time later, we're going to make a eggshell mask with yogurt. So again, non-toxic chemical stuff, non-toxic face cleanser. All right, she's done. This one is looking really good. Look at that. Yeah, I get excited too, guys. I mean, you know, got to get excited about life. Like, I mean, if you don't get excited about life, like, well, you know, then you're just working and it's kind of boring. Okay, let's put that back over. Or you're retired like Paul, and he gets excited about walking. And I'm sure there's other things you get excited about, Paul. What else do you get excited about? Is that a personal question? But I'm just asking, like, you know, what else excites you in life, Paul? What's the rest of your hobbies? What else do you like to do, Paul? Was that too personal? Are you a gamer? I know you like YouTube. I guess that's a hobby, right? So I'm pulling off some of the old leaves first, guys, because, yeah, I think this is an old one. I can't remember. Some of the, oh, this one here, this is an old one. I should be pulling this out, but it looks really healthy. So some of these plants have actually come really good in the last 2 weeks because I've actually started looking after them. How funny is that? Like, I should pull this out, but I'm not sure if this is a new one or an old one. I can't tell. I actually think it might be a new one, so we'll just keep it. Okay. So I'm just picking off a little bit of seedlings, lettuce, because it helps promote them to grow. Hey, Lavender's back. I'm back. I'm making cookies. Oh, what kind of cookies? Chocolate chip cookies? So you just pinch them off nicely. That's yuck. Look at the chickens. So I want to share something with you guys. Heather, are you still there? I'll say it anyway, guys. So I am not a mother. I'm a plant mother, right? Or a chicken mother, or a quail mother. So I have a niece. I have two nieces, actually. One niece is about 23. She's not a baby anymore. She lives in Sydney, so way from me. But then I have a younger niece, and she is 7 years old, right? She lives about half an hour away from me. And she's the one I talk about when I'm trying to encourage her to send postcards. So she just sent me a postcard. That's another story. But anyway, so as an aunt, I hang out with her, every now and then. So when she comes over here, we do lots of activities like in the garden, like chasing the chickens and planting stuff. Like I've got her to help me plant these or help me pinch, like take off some of the plants, and she doesn't pulls the whole seedling out. But one day we were making banana skin bacon. So have you ever heard of that? Making banana skin? Sorry, not making banana skin, like making bacon. Hear me out, guys, right? Making bacon out of your banana skin. So the skin, the outside bit that you don't eat, you can make bacon. And I tell you, it's friggin' amazing. And you wouldn't believe it, but I had to go. So you use soy sauce, Worcestershire, I can't say it properly, Worcestershire sauce, and you use smoked paprika, and you use maple syrup. And then basically you get the banana skin, you scrape off the fruity bit, and basically you put it in your concoction, your sauce, and you cut up into strips like bacon, and then you basically burn it. No, and yeah, so it's actually tasty, really tasty. And I think I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. And yeah, so anyway, that was a couple of months ago. I did do a video on it. Haven't edited it. Typical, that's just me. I make lots of videos. I do lots of videos, I just don't edit them. So coming to you one day, it's an adventure, right? But it's more about getting my niece into like clean living and plants and being able to, grow and, use plants for different ideas. So, normally we'd just chuck that away or give it to the chickens or bury them as scraps or chuck them in the bin and they come in landfill, right? So I get a phone call on Saturday morning, not a phone call, I get a message. And my sister sent me a picture of my niece making banana bacon. Proud and aunt. Yep, there you go. Heather, I knew you'd like that. So yeah, Heather, you want, that's what you aspire to do for your children, is to, leave them a kind of legacy of, wanting to have adventures with plants and grow them and eat clean, all those kind of things. So yeah, very proud aunt moment. Aunt Dora. So anyway, let's stop talking. I swear I'm getting bitten by something, guys. So I was planning to continue on with my sea glass. Let me show you that. My sea glass project. There's my sea glass. So a lot of you guys didn't see this, but one afternoon I got painting. Actually, Boostley was with me, I think. I got painting splotches of colour because Susan from a High Country Homestead said, you know what you should do? Do some paint on it, and then when you stick the sea glass on it and then you light it up, the colours will come through. So I kind of went with a theme of like the ocean. And yeah, I haven't got very far with that. So I'm going to pull you up because I'm getting a sore neck if I keep on going like this. Okay. So yeah, I thought I might have time this afternoon to do that. I probably won't. Or I might, who knows? God, these are looking so healthy. I'm a proud plant mama. They look so good. So we've got some edible flowers, we've got some mixed lettuce in here. It's all mixed lettuce then, the rest of it. So I've got probably about another 6 dozen eggshells that I need to put in the oven and, you know, blitz them up and all that stuff. Right, so this one, okay, let me have some water. I think the eggshells has gone into my mouth. Okay, what's happening here? Hey, I'm back. So, welcome back, Boostly. I have to go, heading to the greenhouse. Yay! Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Hey, send me an email, Heather. Okay. So this cos is looking like, yeah, they're doing really well. Let's cut them off. You don't want them to grow too much. You want to keep on cutting, like eating them when they're like baby leaves, because like they get old. Like, you know, you don't want to eat old leaves, just saying. Okay, I've got another. Oh, let me drop it again. So I'm such a good YouTuber and all. I've got another one here. It's sunburnt. Not sunburnt, windburnt. Shit, that's not good. Okay, this one at the back here, I'm going to pull off. My flowers. So pull off some of these. My neighbours will love this. Isn't this a nice little gift? Actually, you know what? I've got lots of eggs too. So I'm going to give some of the eggs to the neighbours too. Keeps up for the chickens too and the quails. They'll love that. So let me show you what I have so far for the lettuce. Stuff we've picked so far. There's a fair bit, guys, you know. And all that planted on like my deck, right? So a lot of people say that, you know, you can't plant stuff. I'm showing you can. It's not that hard. I mean, I kill half of them, but that's okay. So now we've got more room in these planter pots because I've pulled out a lot of the, you know, the older seedlings that were like the last batch. I don't know if my seedlings will survive from the windburn. I probably should have moved them inside that day. Doesn't matter. There's nothing I can do. And then tomorrow morning we'll give them a bit of water. So guys, I will be going for a walk on the beach tomorrow morning at sunrise. I'll be doing a sunrise live if you'd like to catch me. I know Paul won't. He's always sleeping in, aren't you, Paul? Hey, something really interesting happened, guys. So I did a live on Monday morning, right? And it cut off because I went down a hill, and I did even say, I bet you it'll cut off, and guess what? It did cut off. But normally, you just, you know, you don't set it. You can set leave, if you just leave it, it just stays in private, right? And then you can go back later on and make it like public, right? And so after it cut off, I made it public, and then I started another live, and then that had issues. So I just left it. And like when I got to the top of the hill, I noticed it looked like I went to do a live again. It looked like it was still there. So I was like, okay, I'll just join this one again. So I joined the last one, but the original live that I did for an hour and a half disappeared. Like, I had some comments on it too. So I saw the comments, but I couldn't open the video. And then the comments are gone completely. So the whole video is gone. So it's kind of disappointing. I got the watch time for it, but the whole video gone. That's like, yeah, kind of a bit annoying. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, so this one, guys, is like basically all, that's all rocket. And at the end, we have potentially an Asian green. Oh no, we've got spinach, English spinach. I love English spinach. So the rocket is from the last batch. We're just gonna let that go. Might as well. Why would I pull it out? It's still looking okay. Still can eat it. Does anyone like rocket? I love rocket. It's got an unusual taste. Hey, Rudy, it is 2:51 a.m. Wow, cool. And you are in America. So why are you awake, Rudy? So yeah, lots and lots of rocket. Some of the rocket doesn't look good. Don't think the chickens like the rocket. So again, pulling off the stuff that's old. Like, why would I water them? Like, if you water your plants and they've got old stuff on it, then that's going to go to the leaves that are nearly dying, and they're not going to come back. They're not going to come back. So, yeah. It's actually not doing too bad, to be honest. Put a whole pile of food there. Guess what's for dinner, guys? Salad. Guess what I had for lunch? Salad. What I had for breakfast? 2 boiled eggs from the chickens. So, you know, the cost of my food today hasn't been that much. Like, I had a can of tuna that went in my salad. I didn't buy that today. I bought that, previous. But like 2 eggs for breakfast, back from the backyard. I mean, the chickens cost me money, right? They cost you food. But, technically it's from my yard, right? The salad I had for lunch. Yes, I do put other things in my salads. Like I put, other things that we get from the market. So that does cost you money. But, the bulk of it, the greens from my garden. Tonight we're having fish. Don't have fish in my backyard. Though that is an adventure that I am going to try to get into, aquaponics. Anyone keen or heard of aquaponics or want to do aquaponics? Know any tips? I should have asked Heather. I bet you Heather knows about that. So aquaponics is where basically you use fish. You have them swimming around, a pond or a something, and they poop, and you use the poop to go back into your plants. So it's gonna, that recycle, reuse, reduce. And if you use a particular fish, you could eat your fish too. I mean, I have a bit of conflicting about it because like you're using fish and you keep, you're caging them, so to speak. So I'm kind of a bit conflicted about that, guys. But, the doomsday of prepping, like, if, the world went to shit and, you had to eat the food off your land, what are you eating? Question for you. What would you eat? Like, we'd literally, I would never eat my chickens, but we'd have eggs. Yeah, and we'd let everything go to seed, so we'd have more stuff growing. Okay, stop talking, keep doing. I'd really like to know how to make or learn how to make like to filter your water too. Yeah, I'm a bit of a doomsday prepper, guys, okay? Just don't hold it against me. It's just how I am. Because, like, end of the day, my parents are, they're environmentalists, they're greenies. Ooh. I just heard the possum. I just did a big... We might see the possum, guys. As I said, I grew up with this kind of, eating off the land, eating, good foods. Yes, I eat bad food sometimes and, drink soft drinks sometimes. Yes, I'm a hypocrite. But generally I do try to, do better with other things. Oh. I've lost, oh there we go. I thought I lost my other cage. It's behind me. There. Okay, one more to go. This one's a little bit sunburnt too, or wind burnt. It's kind of hanging in, just. Some dead leaves here, guys. It's not looking very happy. It's a bit dead. Coriander, yum. Love coriander. So what's for dinner, guys? Lavender? Bye, you're making cookies. I'm eating fish for dinner too. Yay! Yeah, we've got some, Diego got from the market, so from a fisherman. Got some mahi-mahi. So we had mahi-mahi. He loves mahi-mahi. I love salmon. So I had salmon for Sunday night and Monday night. But I've got no more salmon left, so we're having some of his. So we've got mahi-mahi with salad tonight for dinner. So the good thing about this, right, the pile that I've made for the chickens, if the chickens don't eat it, it's just going to be chucked in the ground and, you know, back to the earth, basically. I'm going to need to mentally buy some more of this stuff too. So I might actually get some seedlings. No. I think in 2 weeks' time I'll go to the market and get some seedlings. And then I'll do this again. Because in 2 weeks' time it'll definitely need some manure. So that'll give me time to make some manure out of my chickens. I'm not actually making manure, guys, okay? I'm just going to get it from my chickens. They poop everywhere. Over the path, I step in it all the time, walk it through the house. It's not pretty. They're the, you know, the cons of having chickens that are running around your backyard. Okay. I'm done too. Right. Now we need to put the border protectors on it. That's so the birds don't come. Because the birds sit at the end of the pots here and then try to get in them. They're very smart. I'm not doing this properly, guys, because I've got one out that I need to do the chili and garlic, and then I'm going to wash them too. So I'm not going to show you that because basically just going to wash my plants in a sink and then spray them with stuff. If you'd like to watch me. finish this later. Oops. So we have this pile that I'll give to the chickens tomorrow and the quail. And then that's what I got out of the planter pots. That's a lot. Way probably more than I need for like my next 3 days worth of lunch and dinners. I don't have salad every night for dinner, otherwise, you know, Diego always says, like, I'm not a rabbit. Like, I don't want to eat salad all the time. He conveniently forgot his salad today. It just tells you. All right. What are we going to do, guys? It is 6 o'clock. I did say I was going to do a bit of painting. I do have everything out here. I was going to make a face mask, but I'll do that another day. You know what, guys? I think I'm just going to go. I'm getting bitten by something. I'm sooking. So, yeah. Paul, do painting. I'm heading off to, yeah, see you, Paul. No, I need to go, Lavender. I'll come back and do it another day. Maybe like Thursday afternoon or something, okay? Because, yeah, I'm getting bitten by something. It's 6 o'clock. I think I've just, you know, entertained you enough. So, yeah, I'm going to go. So, Lavender, just thinking of you. I know Deb will be sending you love. Like every time I go on a live, Deb's always saying, how's Lavender? How's Lavender? Is Lavender okay? So I'll let Lavender know. Deb hasn't been well either, just to you know, FYI. She's actually in hospital. She sent me a message saying that she was in hospital. So she says that she has actually she has a high blood pressure. And so she hasn't been feeling really good, even though she's been on holidays. She still hasn't been good. So she's in hospital at the moment. She's okay, but yeah, she's getting her blood pressure and all that looked at. So that's a good thing. So yeah, we're kind of falling apart here, guys. But anyway, like I said, Deb would be thinking of you, Lavender. So yeah, and Paul obviously knows how you are. I haven't heard from our friend Craig, Paul. I don't think you have either. I think he might have, yeah, he's not on YouTube anymore. I have another friend, I won't say their name, but he used to sometimes join our lives, not regularly though, but he's decided to quit YouTube and took all his videos off. He's having a bit of a hard time in life, so that's sad. So, you know, mental health is definitely something we need to look after. So yeah, just thinking of you, Lavender, with what's going on. This is a lot for a 15-year-old. But, you know, you've got all the support from us, guys. I know, you know, we're not around you to give you a hug or anything like that, but, you know, we're thinking of you, okay? So just know that we're thinking of you, and he's still lurking. Sorry, I can't read that. You're saying that he's still lurking in the background. Okay, maybe that's the person I was talking about. If it is, g'day, mate. But yeah, Paul, so then like Craig, I don't know. His handle was Farm Cow, so he openly said in our chat that he wasn't doing really well. So yeah, I'm a big advocate for mental health awareness, and yeah, this is just obviously a safe place. Obviously, it's a public place also too. But, you know, I've always said, you know, if you want to send me an email, send me an email. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a counsellor. I can't help you in that respect. But I'm always up for a listen. So, yeah, always up for a listen. But, like, you know, I always say to people, you know, reach out to other people. There are, if you're in Australia, there is Lifeline, Beyond Blue, especially Lifeline. Lifeline have a 24-hour hotline. You know, if you're in need of, talking to someone, give them a call. Anyway, I'm going to go. Yeah, so yeah, I'm talking about Craig, yeah, farm cow. So I haven't heard from him for a while. But anyway, I'll see ya. Bye.